Today on the channel, we got a big boy from NECA, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We got Leatherhead.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles unboxing and review. And today, fresh from the Holothon at Target, we got Leatherhead. But for all your Leatherhead needs that are not part of Holothon, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use the link in the description down below, and they do got a 15% off Memorial Day savings for the weekend. Check it out if you need some stuff over there at Entertainment Earth. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We're going to do this unboxing just like my good old friend Doug Kershaw would have done back in the day. Yeah, shout out to Doug Kershaw, of course, and his Cajun fiddle. All-timer if there ever was one, Doug Kershaw and his Cajun fiddle. And of course, he's just a Louisiana man, as we do know. Much like our friend Leatherhead, how somehow got up to New York City in the sewers up there. That's a story for another day. But once upon a time, he was just a little guy, and he was listening to the sweet sound of the Kershaws, as we do know. But of course, let's dive into this Leatherhead. And I can't believe it. This figure is way bigger than I anticipated it to be. I mean, Leatherhead's always a little bit bigger, a little larger than life. However, this time he is really big. I couldn't believe it when I saw this on the shelf at Target. A massive, massive figure right there is Leatherhead. Of course, single carded on this set of NECA for the Mirage Turtles. Looking good. Big window box. Even broke through. He's so big and heavy, it kind of broke through the plastic. So your mileage may vary on that. Nickelodeon. How about a little Hey Dude? Can we get some Hey Dude figures? Get me Danny. I want Danny in his Western wear. I need him in an action figure form. And maybe Kyle as well. Can we get Kyle from there? I don't want anything to do with Buddy, but I will take a Mr. Ernst. Shout out to Hey Dude, of course. Turtle logo down here as well. Number 37 for those keeping track at home. Turtle logo up top. Leatherhead looking extra leathery, looking like he's going to be a pair of cowboy boots for me one day. We'll see. Cross-sell down below, and of course, as usual, meanwhile, right up there. And then you got a little glamour shots going on. Doesn't say anything, of course. But man, a big old gator. Crocodile gator. Choose your own invention. What? Todd McFarlane from the couch. A caiman. He's definitely not a caiman. I can tell you that much right there. Looking good. Got the street scene in the back. Give it the old see you later goodbye like a young Michael Jordan. Yes, Michael Jordan. Shout out to him. But there it is. Look at that. Extra head, extra hands, extra tail, or one tail more like it. A big beefy boy. I'm going to take him offline. Get him out of the package. We're back talking all things Leatherhead. All right, let's get down to business. Let's get down to Leatherhead business. And let's start off with the accessories. Let's start off with the hands right here. Out of the package, he's got two fists of Gator Fury. He's ready to throw some punches in a couple of bunches if he needs to. He also got the splayed out hand. He's got some. He's got the splayed out hands. He's got those going on. And then we get two gripping hands. So a lot of hands for this guy, but no weapons, no accessories. Not sure we really needed all these hands here. Is what it is, of course. And of course, got to have a big old tail. We got that long tail. Gonna have to heat that up. This will not plug in on mine. Once again, your mileage may vary. Gonna have to heat it up to plug this in, but it is a big old crocodile-like tail, alligator-like tail. Yes, a caiman-like tail as well. I got the spikes on the back out here. Almost reminds you of Godzilla, Todd McFarlane. But looking very good. I love the green color. Of course, we'll see that throughout, but the dark wash on the green looks really, really good. Love the spikes there. And we got articulation in the tail. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of articulation just in this tail alone. So you can get that in some different positions if you want to. Always nice. Obviously, going to have that, and it is packed separately because packaging would be too big with that connected to it. But now we're diving into Leatherhead like a young leather rebel. I believe Judas Priest sang a song about him once upon a time. I could be mistaken, but we're going to start off with the head right here. Of course, long face on there like we do see with our caimans, our alligators, our crocodiles. We do get that going on there. looking good. Got the nose there, got some of those spikes that go all the way down his back, of course, start up at the head. Got a nice yellow eye here, and then akin to a pirate, we got a little bit of an eye patch over there. Not sure. I haven't really read the Mirage stuff, so I'm not really familiar with this incarnation, of course, of Leatherhead. But apparently along the way, he did lose an eye, as we do see right over here. But I do like that he's got the little like skull logo there over the eye. Give it a little extra touch of class there, of course. Now he does got the movable jaw, so key to a figure like this. Have to have that there. And he's got teeth for days. He's not messing around. Big red tongue inside there. Nice looking head for sure, but we do get a second head here in case you want one with the eye patch or one without. This one is straight up 2 regular eyes on this one. Got those crazy yellow eyes looking extra crazy there. Not as long as a face on this one, and more, call it regular teeth. I don't know. This is kind of what I think of with the teeth, a little bit jagged in and out. We get a little bit more of that with this one here. So a different look here. Do you like a longer head, a shorter head? Do you like more uniform teeth or jagged teeth? There's enough differences here where you might want to pick up 2 of these, display different hands and different heads for them. I don't know, choose your own adventure at the end of the day. But 2 very distinctly different looks for this here, and I'm actually leaning towards this one. It's going to be a pick 'em. It's going to be a game time decision is what I'm going to do. But now diving into Leatherhead himself, like I said, this tail just plugs right in here. You can see some of that length there, like a young Godzilla, but I will have to heat that up to get that to stick in there. But diving into the figure itself, we do got that dark wash over the green. We got tears, we got cuts. It's a guy that's been through the battles. He's been walking in and out through the sewers. Of course, you go from Louisiana to New York City in the sewers, that's a long road, of course. You're going to come across a lot of kind of crazy stuff, and I'm sure he did. Now, he does got some wrappings on the forearm and the feet there. Like a ninja, like a young Storm Shadow is what we got going on. But besides that, you got the scaly skin, you got the bumps down the back as well. You got the dark wash over the top, looking very good. As we said, he's got 2 fists of fury. He's ready for punches and bunches. He's ready for it right here, of course. Got the 3 toes down here, got those long toenails. Probably needs a pedicure, and a manicure wouldn't hurt him either along the way. But he does got that going on, of course. Arms go all the way around for us. A little bicep cut, a little loose in that bicep cut. Single jointed elbow on this big bad boy here. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Removable, just like the hands, of course. Love the open jaw articulation. Hula hoop up top if you need it. No lower articulation there, but we do get the legs that go up and down, back and forth. And we do get single jointed knees. Not a ton of movement out of those knees, though. Of course, just kind of bent into position. And you do get the ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. Should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand for those keeping track at home. Of course, use discount code Kyle to save yourself 10%. What do you know? He's going to fit on a stand. He's going to take his last stand down with Doug and possibly Sammy Kershaw down in the Louisiana Bayou. He's going to play that Cajun fiddle, and he's going to eat a couple of turtles along the way. But man, oh man, a big, big, beefy boy. I do got a turtle here. I grabbed one of the turtles just to compare size-wise to. You can see that size difference there. That's a lot bigger than we remember in the Playmates line, the cartoon, of course, back in the day. This is a big, beefy boy. But this isn't the only big, beefy boy we've got of Leatherhead in the past. We did get that Foray Toys Crocker. You guys ever picked this one up? We unboxed this on the channel years ago, it seems like. But this is a very cool version, a different version, a different incarnation, interpretation, of course, of Leatherhead. And it's officially named Crocker, as we do know. But he does look really good. That is a big, beefy boy as well. We do get the cartoon edition. Of course, when I close my eyes and I think of Leatherhead, that's more of what I think of course, but looks good right there. And then we did get the Super 7 version here. Of course, always great to get these Playmate-inspired ones from Super 7 back in the day. Looking pretty good if I can get him to stay right there. So we've had Leatherhead a few times. I didn't bring out the original Playmates and some of the other ones. This is my core group of Leatherheads. Is it time for a top 5 Leatherhead on the channel, Todd McFarlane? It very well could be, but a fun figure here, hitting haulathon right now. But once again, a pricey figure, but I'll bet a big figure. Not a bad piece of business here, but I know not everybody collects this line. This one and Last Ronin seem to be kind of the lower rung turtle lines, at least what I see at retail and takeaway. Just kind of the way it goes, but I have to think a lot of people will pick this one up, and people that don't even collect Ninja Turtles, you might want this for figure photography. You might want to mix these in with some other toy line if you want to, because it is cool to get a big guy like this one in your Fig Fed or whatever you're wanting to do. Heck, make him a wrestler if you want to. You could do that, and I guess I did leave out that wrestling version of him too. Like I said, there's been a lot of versions of this character over the years. We easily could do a top 10 Todd McFarlane at this point there, but there it is. That's all Leatherhead. What's your thoughts on this one? Worth the pickup for you? long game, no game, hard pass game, I'm not so sure game, what am I doing with my life game? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel. 2 channels with content every single day for you. The James Brown of YouTube, if there ever was one. Check out YouTube channel memberships in the Patreon for giveaways, Q&As, all kinds of fun stuff over there, and your best way to support the channel, as you guys know. Pro Wrestling Tees, search Kyle Peterson over there. Pick up a t-shirt. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. My brand new podcast every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with videocast, of course, over on YouTube. It is The Kyle Peterson Show. Appreciate all the support over there. Appreciate everybody checking out the podcast with me and my wife, Angie. Angie says hello once again. So there it is, a little Leatherhead. Until next time, see you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?